welcome to another episode of the TopCup podcast, a weekly conversational podcast where two buds talk out their butts to fill your cups with a lot of pixels. Once again, folks, I am today's host, Daniel Arroyo. Alongside me, the good cup, John Orivides. I don't know which side he is on his screen, but he's recording, so it might be this side.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah, hey, you nailed it.
Say hello, John.
Hi. Me. Hi, John. There you go. I realized I was.
If you're joining us for the first time, then be sure to check out our podcast on podcasting platforms like Google, Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify.
Really look like you're reading off a list right now, like a script.
Oh hell yeah! No, I scripted it.
Oh what?
During the episode with Joel. Yeah.
Wow.
I just have something. I have an outro too. So.
And what? Last week I just had to go with off the top of my head.
I'm sorry, I scripted it for me. I'll fucking share it with you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I nailed it. I don't need you.
You totally nailed it, buddy. Totally nailed it. So
moving on.
So, just to jump right into it, so I mentioned pixels. One that I haven't used in a long time, usually pertaining to video games, but we will get to that. I very recently bought, after a lot of consideration and waiting for NKBHD to put a video out, I bought the new Pixel Buds, the true wireless Pixel Buds. I think they might actually be the Pixel Buds 2 technically, because the first time Google wanted to do a wireless headset, they did I think they were the Pixel Buds. Either way.
Yes.
So what is it? Is it JRO? It's JRO, yes. Right?
Okay. Yeah. So leak my email out there.
I didn't put the whole fucking thing out there. Sorry, you have 15 emails.
Yeah. You know, I'm a busy I run a company. Okay? The TopCup.
You run a company. Okay.
I am a 50% shareholder. Right?
Oh, just fuck Brianna, huh?
50%.
Anyway.
50, 25. Come on.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Okay, cool. I mean, whatever.
CEO, COO.
No, I'm CFO. I am Chief Fun Officer.
Whatever.
Anyway, to get back to it, I've actually been waiting for these earbuds. I have no fucking idea why. I had a general interest in the original Pixel Buds when they first came out, and I was totally gonna buy them. I was very, very fucking close to buying them. I actually have someone at work who has them, and after days and days of just watching him walk by me and just like, confirming that those were the Pixel Buds and whatever, I'm just an awkward person, so I just didn't know what to say to him. But eventually I walked up to him. I was like, hey, are those the Pixel Buds? And he's like, yeah. I was like, how do you like them? He's like, they're pretty all right. They're not very bass heavy, which, I expected. And I also don't really like. I'm more of a neutral sound stage kind of guy. Yeah. And I remember, Brianna has, I guess, a version of the Pixel Buds because she has the Pixel phone.
Yes, she has the original
wired ones.
The original wire Pixel Buds.
Yeah. And you know me, John. You know me, and people who know me. I'm a bitch for gimmicks.
She needs to.
I fucking love gimmicks.
Oh, with the little.
One of the gimmicks for the Pixel Buds was that the wire was the thing to help hold in your ear, and you can adjust it by pushing and pulling up on the wire. And I was like, this is magnificent. Why haven't we been doing this? Why are we not funding this?
In case you guys aren't aware of how much Daniel loves gimmicks, he loves them enough that I've made him buy so many of these.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, this one I actually like chose before you.
Okay, it's funny because you paused on it, so you were like, "This one I actually like." Like, what, you didn't like the other ones? But yeah, no.
No, when it comes to the G8, I chose before you. I went to you to ask you about it, but I had already made my decision. Did you break the button?
No, it just has like a little tiny button.
That was black.
Yeah, hers is black
Okay.
and it's flush. And then
All right.
they are.
You know, flush buttons always fuck me up. Can't do
Yeah,
flush buttons.
it's really clicky though. And then
USB Type C, right?
Yep, Type C. But yeah, it's really clicky, huh?
Yeah, it's very clicky. It's kind of satisfying. Ooh, we'll get to that too. But anyway, yeah, I'm a bitch for gimmicks, and one of the things was like the loop, with the wire. But the biggest gimmick that Google had with this was the live Google Translate, which of course is going to be garbage. And
I wonder if that's why Brianna's speech to text is so good compared to mine.
Because of the Pixel?
Maybe. Because whenever I do it with my phone, I feel like it messes up more than when she does it. Because like we were writing our essays the other day, and like I was using it through this fucking microphone, so it knows. And I swear it would mess up every other word or so. Less than that, but like every fifth word maybe it might mess up. But Brianna would be over here fucking speaking her shit, and like I'm like looking at the screen because we had a shared document, and everything's being nailed perfectly, and I'm just like, the fuck? What the hell? Why isn't mine like that? So I'm like, is it you remind me? Is it this? Do I actually have to invest in this?
After a while, I just kind of let it go. I was like, you know what? I have Dominic's, whatever. Dominic got his ass hit by a car on his motorcycle, went to the hospital, was like, I'm gonna need my earphones back because I'm going home. And I'm just like, all right, well, I've been looking at earphones anyway, so I'll just get my own. And right there, as soon as I handed them off to Dominic, I went directly to Amazon and brought my Braggy, the Dash Pro earphones that I've been using for 2 years. And I still love them. They're problematic. Don't get me wrong, but I still love them.
God, you're such an asshole, man. Why'd you have to get hit? The fuck?
Why'd you have to get hit?
You're fucking shit, I guess. Here, hey, whatever. Asshole. It's just like Dominic's just like,
almost died.
I almost died. Fuck. The fuck? It's like, well, maybe you should have, so I could have kept your earphones.
So when the news of the Pixel Buds 2 came out, it was definitely after, AirPods had a huge fucking life already.
Right.
I brought my Braggies. I love them. I love everything about them. They were cool. They were in an episode of Black Mirror. I was like, then I saw that Braggy sold their company, and they're not doing products anymore. They're just doing software stuff. And I was kind of let down, but I was also like, whatever. I didn't expect to get like new ones of these. But they were $300. And so they're pretty good. They are my daily drivers, but when I saw that these were getting worked on, I was like, okay, this seems cool. I'm interested. I keep an eye out for true wireless headphones from products that I like. I'm definitely a Google house. I have a Google Home and a Google Home Mini, much like you, John.
Yeah.
And my phone's an Android phone. I have fucking smart LED lights now. My Xbox and my TV are connected to my Google Home.
Yeah, so, dude, I love that. Though John's an asshole. So every once in a while, he'll be like, and then be like, turn off. And I just stare at him like, I swear to God.
Says the holy phrase.
And I'm like, I swear to God, if you say my Xbox. And then he'll just say lights. And then like they'll turn off my lights. I'm like, you came this close, motherfucker. You came this close.
It's like, you better fucking say lights, John. Okay, lights. And it says, okay, turning off Xbox.
Dude, I would be so fucking annoyed.
Because he went in your phone and renamed your Xbox lights. That'd be a dick move.
You know what'd be better? It turns off the Xbox and the lights because they're both called lights. So he just shuts down everything on me. The only thing left, I just have like the screen from my monitor. I'm just like, you are going to die. But yeah, no, like
from the monitor.
Yeah, no, Brianna's the same. She really wants true wireless headphones as well. And originally I was gonna get these skull candy ones. They're kind of shaped AirPod wise.
Yeah, I actually saw those through an ad on Instagram because Instagram just knows me now.
Yeah, because like she was originally like, I was gonna say, oh, maybe we can get these and these. She's like, yeah, I guess. That's fine. Like, I'll just trust that you know what you're talking about. But then one day at Best Buy, she saw the skull candy ones, and she was like, I might actually like these instead. And I'm like, oh, really? How come? And she's like, honestly, just because they're skull candy, I know the sound.
Yeah, no, they're a trustworthy manufacturer.
Yeah.
I still have my skull candies that I bought like the first year that we moved.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, no, I run through mine quite a bit, but I mean, I always get them. I mean, like, again, if I want better audio, I know how to get it. Like,
oh yeah, yeah, no,
I like my little fucking antenna earphones right here. Like, they're nice. They're not they're not pristine audio file quality, but like I like them, and when I want to listen to something that sounds really nice, I'll put those on. But for the most part, these do just fine. I know exactly the style and like quality I'm gonna get from them, so I'd rather pay that than, you know, $20 every 2 months, 5 months on like a completely different pair of headphones.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially now that you know we're adults. We've been adults for half a decade now. Yeah, it's weird. And we have getting there. Yeah. We have the ability to go out and like buy our own shit. Back in the day, I used to have to worry. Back in the day, I used to have to worry about like asking for even $100 headphones, and yeah, even a ride to go to Walmart or some shit and buy it. Yeah, and the most I would ask for is like, hey, if we're at Walmart, I'll look at the gummies or something, and it's then, like, hey, you know, these are like $15, $20, whatever. I'll take these. They seem to work fine.
At the time, Skull Candy were like the pristine fucking audio. It was it was like Skull Candies and then the Sonys, but the Sonys hurt, so I like the Skull Candies. I did not like the Sony ones. But yeah, that's Brianna was the same. But when the Google Pixels or the Pixel Buds got released, the second version of that, Brianna was like, "Fuck the Skull Candies! I want this shit." Because one, a lot sleeker. Two, ever since she got the Pixel, dude, she's loved Google shit so much more. Like she loves her Pixel, she loves her earphones, and like she saw those and she's like, "I want these. Give me these." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll buy them whenever they go on sale." And I just forgot they went on sale to remind me.
Yeah, so I actually had the exact same reaction. So I've been, again, keeping my eye out for new earphones. Not that I need them. This is definitely a want situation. I have so many audio devices, John. I have so many. I have these. These are my Sennheisers. They're HD 250, I think.
Right. Yeah. I always forget that you have Sennheisers.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I forget they're Sennheisers, and I always think there's something else. So I always like whenever you remind me or see the logo, I'm like, "Oh right, these sound really good."
Yeah, and I owe a lot of my audio knowledge to you, mainly because you taught me a lot about soundstage. Yeah, how all of that works, and you know how the lows and the highs appeal to different people. And as I found I'm more of a mid person, you're kind of more of a mid person.
I'm not surprised. A lot of the human range falls in the mid, so I can see that being more like, because I don't like bass that much.
I just grew up around too many people that loved having bass in their cars.
But here's the thing.
So it gave me a natural aversion to bass.
Here's the thing. Like, okay, I agree. But like I found out that I really like bass, but not muddy bass. I don't like the rumble. I don't like if you hit a drum or bass, or whatever. I don't like the. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I like the I like the hit, and then like a soft roll off. Yeah, I just want to feel like the impact every time. I don't want to feel like if I'm watching a movie, I want to feel each collision. I don't want to, for the entire movie, just feel like I'm on a fucking massage chair the entire time. I don't like
And then
it.
just hear the bass like,
Yeah. Oh God. No.
like it's gonna blow out your speaker at any moment.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that kind of bass.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, it's pretty much all what skull candies are. But I accept them.
Yeah, see, I don't know what it is. I think it might be the particular version of skull candies that I have, but yeah, going back to I have these just because I wanted something for a workstation. We started doing more editing and everything. We started getting behind mics more, so I wanted my own headphones, and the Sennheisers just worked for me. Like you had Audio Technicas, Joel had Bose. I liked them both, but I just wanted my own thing. I ended up going to Sennheiser, which is one of the pretty much the other part of the big three.
Yeah, to complete the trinity.
Yeah. So at some point in our history, we all had Audio Technica, Bose, and Sennheiser in one house.
Yeah.
Well, in one apartment, and it was pretty great because every so often we would borrow each other's headphones, and
I still have Audio Technica. Technically,
yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I know they're not always considered the greatest in terms of audio fidelity and everything, but I just like their products. Like our mics originally, before we got these, they were Audio Technicas. My headset were Audio Technicas. If you guys had bought a record player, I would have said buy the Audio Technica one that Aaron has.
I probably would have bought the Audio Technica one.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think what it is that it's good, cheap, it's good quality for cheap.
Yeah.
And it's very versatile, and they hold up.
Yeah.
They just hold up pretty well. So they're a good investment for people starting out. I mean, I know there are some Sonys out there that are probably just wipe the floor with Audio Technica when it comes to headphones, but they look ugly. So
they're really cheap. They're really neutral, and they're ugly. I just don't like them, but they're really cheap because I think they just have like some, I don't know. They're one of those things that like, what is it? When you buy it for a company, you can get like a lot of them in bulk, and it's super like knocked down in price compared to like the consumer version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I get what you mean. I don't know.
Yeah, they're really good with that. So, what do you call it? They're just good for that. So you can get like a lot of them in bulk, and it's pretty cheap. And they sound, they have like a very natural sound or neutral sound or whatever the fuck. I don't like them. I don't like the blue fucking sticker that they have. And
I hate it.
Like,
I hate it so bad.
Granted, this is kind of flashy, but this is Brianna's. I'm just using it because it's closed and it's not going to be leaking audio that this thing will pick up, and then all we hear is the entire time.
Yeah, no, and that's also what kind of sold me on these Sennheisers. You know, close back. I was looking at a lot. I was doing a lot of research. I wanted close back. I wanted noise canceling, which these have active noise canceling. I wanted Bluetooth because I wanted a pair of Bluetooth headphones for myself, just for when I'm going around. And then I can plug in when I'm doing work or when I want to use a DAC, which I now have on my G8, which I rarely use. But these very quickly became my workstation headphones.
Yep.
And I use these for whenever I'm recording. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just I use these for when I'm recording. Every so often the headband will hurt, so I'll use my skull candies, which I still have, of course, because I got tired of using your headphones. Because you would let me borrow earphones, and I was like, I just need to buy my own. So I bought my skull candies. They were like active skull candies. They're gray and black. I love them. They still work just fine. They're just kind of ripping at the ears, but it's just the rubber.
Oh, those. They work
perfectly well.
Stole those from me for a good while.
Yeah, for a good while.
To be fair, you stole Dominic's while I would steal yours, I think.
I also have my in-ear monitors that I wanted when we started getting more into recording music.
Oh, the M6s.
I got my M6s. I think they're just the standard version. I don't think they're the pro version. Those were amazing. Those have such an amazing seal. The like nothing gets in if you're playing music above like maybe 50% volume, and it's amazing. I had Ellison scream next to me while I was listening to something when I first got them, and I heard nothing. And Ellison can shatter glass.
Dude, like I used to work.
Not literally. We haven't tested it, but
I used to wear those. Like they were a lifesaver when I worked at Olive Garden because they would just block out everything. The only issue was they were a little I have really sensitive ears, and like I notice like my ears get fatigued really easily, and they were just ever so slightly too heavy that they would just hurt my ears after a while. But fuck, they were nice. They're really nice.
The thing that helps the most, I got them in blue because I just like blue. But the thing that helps the most is that they fit flush in your ear because they're in your monitors. They don't have to like poke out like any other type of earphone. They fit, and then the wire wraps around your ear because it has a memory wire. And so for you, when you're working at Olive Garden, of course you have your long hair. You can just walk around. Nobody can see that shit if you just run it up your back.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
And like they're designed to be run up like the back of you.
Run up your back.
So it just and they're super long. Whereas like some of the other ones, it's just like my skull candies. Like after a certain while, maybe like I have a little bit. Like I probably have about this much give. Like after I run them up, between moving my head around, or if they get caught, or if I pull out my phone, I have to have like, let's see, I have to essentially stand like this with my phone, like this, because this is as high as I can get it, because like I just don't have as much. But yours, I would be able to like lift it up, and I'd be absolutely fine.
You have a lot of slack on them.
I've been really thinking about getting some new ones for doing this whenever I don't want to wear these, because I like these. They're Brianna's. They sound really nice for what they are, but they are a little bit more on that muddy bass side that I don't like. Whereas these have a little bit more on the highs, but they sound a little bit flatter, which I like. But I want to get some in-ears because, like, these are also just for, I don't want to look like a complete idiot, and I want to look like I'm kind of normal, so I'm going to wear the more normal looking headset. So I think you can only imagine how, I mean, like, just like this, I would never wear my other ones during any of my Zoom calls for my classes. I would want to because I like them more. I wouldn't because this looks normal. But what I would even prefer more, though, is earphones. And sometimes I would plug these in. Like one of these, I don't know what. It's weird. Only with the Go XLR, one of these has like a really faint buzz that I hear when people talk. I don't know why. And it just bugs me. But I would rather that because like everyone that I'm talking to is just using their shitty phone and computer speakers and microphones, or they're just using the regular microphones. So everyone looks fine. And I'm the only fucking idiot over here with a fucking headset on. And I'm just like, I swear I'm not a streamer. I know the camera and the lights and the microphone and the headset say otherwise, but I'm not. I can't.
And the fact that I stream a couple of times a week.
Look, I did it once, today, but like, but yeah.
Getting back to it. I love all my earphones, and they all received a purpose. And it wasn't until I got my my true wireless headphones, my Braggies, that was just solely a want. Right. That was absolutely just solely a want. Like, I have the ability to get a Bluetooth adapter for my in-ear monitors. I could totally do that, but I'm just tired of wires. I'm fucking tired of wires, John.
See,
so fucking tired of wires.
I am with you. Like, I don't think you've seen underneath my desk because I just redid my desk, or at least my side of the desk, so I had to deal with wires up the ass. And I'm not even looking right here, and so many wires in view. I wish I could have Bluetooth devices or wireless devices. Yeah, I understand impedance, shit like that, and latency, but like convenience, I gotta give it to a lot of the MacBook and Apple people. That looks like a simple life. It does. Whereas I have this fucking mouse. Oh, I click stuff. I didn't mean to. Let me reopen. Okay, there you go. Let me make sure everything's recording though, because I click things, and I need to make sure I don't click. All right, there you go. But yeah, I have that mouse. I have this mouse. I have fucking wires. I have too many. I have too many, Daniel, and I want to.
The amount of wires you have is too damn high.
And I really want to. But then there's just like the little voice inside my head, and it's just like, won't get the DAC if you use Bluetooth. And then I just have to be like,
that's the only thing that's the only thing that sucks, because like one of the selling points for our phones was that it has the audio deck.
Mm-hmm. But like you can't use it if you're using Bluetooth or USB Type-C for that matter, by the way. And yeah, no, if I plug in Brianna's, it doesn't give it to me. I have to be using a 3.5. And that's just the thing that sucks, is because like in my head, I'm just like, there is a reason why we still have wires. Unfortunately, like not unfortunately, I like it, but there is a reason. And that reason is better latency, better like data travel. It's more consistent. And the only time I ever hear anything is if I am recording and I get my phone and I put it really close to like maybe the headset or the headphone wires or the microphone wires, then I'll hear a buzz because of the data and all the signals and the frequencies that they're sending out. But other than that, like, I don't know. I'm tired of wires. That's it. But I understand why I need them. I just don't want them.
Yeah, I've been talking about the audio DAC too, and honestly, I don't use it whatsoever. I'm very rarely plugged into anything, and the times that I'm actually plugged in, I'm either monitoring myself on my mic, which my Yeti has monitoring, so I use my headphones to monitor myself during recording. The recordings have a tight seal, so it doesn't bleed through, which is nice, and they don't hurt the inside of my ears. The band hurts every so often, but it's whatever. But I'm never plugged into my phone because I have my Braggies, my true wireless earphones, and they were a fucking life changer, John. Such a change. Like colors were brighter. like they're just so cool, man.
You put on those glasses, those ruby colored glasses, and everything.
It's just beautiful. They have a kind of a bulky case, which kind of made me a little jealous of the AirPod owners, because they have like little like third-party silicone things. And yeah, I'll get to that when I start talking about the Pixels, which should have happened like 10 minutes ago. No, either way, they're still very nice. I have no problem with them. Every so often they'll be a little shitty when it comes to battery, or a little shitty when it comes to connection. But other than that, they're pretty fucking awesome. And I love them, and I have no reason to replace them because they're still holding strong. There was a point, there was a scare, John, and you remember this. There was a scare where I thought they were just fucked because it just died. It did not want to charge. I don't know what the fuck happened. I fixed it, but it scared me. Anyhow, but I just like keeping track of audio stuff for some reason. I just like having earphones, to the point where I mildly, on several occasions, considered reviewing headphones.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, like I just thought about it, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm just kind of an audiophile, I guess. So I just want to see what's out there. And again, I'm a bitch for gimmicks. So Google Pixel. Get back to the actual point of this. I bought some after they sold out like 4 times.
Jesus.
In the first like 5 days that they got put out. I did wait for MKBHD's video. Marquez Brownlee. If you don't know him, MKBHD. He's one of the OG YouTubers. He is one of our favorite YouTubers. Of course, is our tech YouTuber alongside like Linus Tech Tips and other stuff. But if you don't know who he is, go check him out. He's awesome. And he just loves his Tesla.
I like it. I think he does a really good job of mixing. Here's all the technical stuff, but like here's all the more average day to day, what you're really gonna get. Like, okay, yeah, these is rated for all the spec standards, but how does it really hold up? Like, how are you really gonna be noticing this every single day? Nah,
And there are three things that I've come to love about him. Two that you pointed out to me. Well, one that you pointed out to me, one that's very obvious, and another one that's just I'm finding as a simple pleasure. One, I'm finding that I like his voice.
That's a really good voice.
And whenever I watch his videos, I'm like, I talked to Alma about it, my girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh, the one with the nice voice," and I'm like, "You're right. He does have a nice voice." Two, he shoots very high quality.
He does.
That man loves his quality. He loves his pixels.
Mm-hmm.
He is shooting at shit that we cannot see.
He had a red, by the way, while in college.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like what?
Like
anyway. Other than that, the third thing that I like about him is that he never has ads.
Yeah, he doesn't have ads, and it was only
like,
until
he'll have a sponsor every so often. I know that,
and it was only actually up until this year for the most part. He never really had sponsors before. If he did, it was like one or two randomly, but like for a long time, he never had sponsors. It was only until about this year that he actually started having more sponsors and like actually being like, this video is sponsored, which a lot of people liked and didn't like. Like a lot of people didn't like the fact that like, you know, you have this YouTuber that doesn't really ever put ads or sponsors in their videos, so you feel a little bit more like, oh, this guy is a little bit more genuine, more legit. He's not being paid to say this. But at the same time, I also see it because around the same time is when he started doing his YouTube originals, Retro Tech. He started getting a much bigger facility. He started doing all these way bigger projects. So I'm just like, yeah, at some point, you know, you kind of need the funding. And I totally understand it. And like, I don't see this guy not wanting to put 1,000% quality wise to make sure what he wants comes true. So I can see him needing the money and the funding to get like that quality, you know?
Yeah. So we really like him. We really trust him. Anyway, shout out to MKBHD, Marcus Brownlee. Pretty cool. Go check him out. But he finally put out a Pixel Buds 2 video, and he ranked it. I mean, go watch the video for yourself. But at the very end, he says, out of true wireless earbuds, I rank this goes in my top 3. And I'm like, okay, that's a glowing fucking review if I've ever seen one, and I understand why he put him in 3 instead of 1. It's because like what you get for the price point. A lot of people have problems with that, but that's a whole other thing. But everything he said, I was waiting for the shoe to drop, and it never came. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get these. So I got them. I bought those. I put my order in May 5th. They cost me $218, I think. Overall, because I paid for expedited shipping.
How much would be with it?
Originally, the tag price is $179, so $180.
So you paid $100 for expedited shipping?
What? No.
The tag price before sales. Okay.
So the tag price is $179 flat. They're $15.22 for tax for where I live, and I paid $19 for shipping. So it all came out to $213.21, right? I put in that order May 5th. It is now, and I'm sorry to date this episode, which is gonna fuck us eventually. It is now not May 5th.
It is now not.
It is the end of May. Let's just say that. They were supposed to come on the 27th, and the entire month I was waiting. I was like, man, I can't wait for my earphones. It's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for it. But every time I would check it every 3 days or so, because Google gives you the order details. It tells you when you ordered it, when it's supposed to ship, or when it has shipped, and then when it's delivered by. It never moved past ordered. And I was getting very frustrated. I was like, why in the fuck have they not shipped? Like, also they're in Mountain View. I'm in San Francisco. What is going on? And I was like, you know what? It's just telling me where the Google campus is, right? Then I looked at it. It said shipping from Google campus, Mountain View, California. And I'm like, why in the fuck
I will
Are they
just
taking?
drive there.
Why the fuck are they taking a month to get to me? And of course, it's gonna be because they've been selling out. They have to make new shit, and a lot of it has to do with the coronavirus.
Right.
So they don't have all hands on deck right now. Even their help center is low on hands, and it's just gonna take a while. But finally, on the 26th, I got fed up, and I was like, I went to the help page because it still had not shipped, and I was like, okay, it says it's supposed to be here by tomorrow or the next day. What is going on? The person messaged me back same day. They're like, hey, yeah. Like I told them, I understand, with the virus and everything, things are wacky, whatever. The person emailed me back and said, yeah, with all the virus stuff going on, this, and that. And then it's like, it is scheduled for this time, but it is getting pushed back to June 1st. But I would say just wait until at least until June 7th. And we can refund you and help you out with that if it's not there by then. And the whole point of me emailing them was to find out why the fuck they haven't shipped. And also since it's now being scheduled for June 1st, I want my expedited shipping payment back. And so they're like, we'll totally refund you once it ships for the expedited shipping. Don't worry about it. And then the next day, I get an email from Google support, which I was a little hesitant about. So I had to confirm it with the person I was emailing back and forth with. That email told me that my order had been put on hold because of a problem with my payment. And I was like, that can't be right.
But you paid for it.
I made my payment on the 5th. It is the 27th. What is going on? So just to double check, I didn't do anything. I went on the Google site, the Google Store site, updated my payment method, and made sure everything was okay instead of clicking the link in the email. I went back to the email chain with the support person. I was like, hey, I just got an email. I was like, thank you for responding, whatever. I just got an email saying that my order has been put on hold because of the payment method. I just want to make sure that's legit and not a fraudulent account. And they messaged me back same day saying, yeah, no, there was a problem with your payment method. It's not a fraudulent account. We sent it from a Google email, and your order is on hold. And I was like,
it's like, I could send you my bank statement that said I paid for this 20 fucking days ago. I can show you the negative $250 fucking dollars from my account. Where is the issue? Because you took the money.
So my thing was, I was like, okay, that's fucking weird. So I went to my bank statements, went all the way back to the day that I made the payment. It's not there. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So I messaged the person and I'm like, okay, I have the money for it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had the money for it back then. And I bought them back then to make sure that it worked out for me better financially. And so it'd be better for my situation. So why are you telling me that I wasn't charged initially when I made the payment? Because that seems very ineffective.
Right.
And I was saying, it feels like I've been standing in, I was telling them, are you telling me that my order has been on a payment hold for over a month? I mean, almost a month now, because it's starting to feel like I've been standing in a metaphorical line with a prepaid ticket only to get charged again at the door.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like this, thank you for helping me, but I'm still very frustrated with the situation. I got charged for the item because I updated my payment information, and I'm glad they're coming, but I'm really frustrated with this. And so they emailed me back saying, I'm sorry you're frustrated, of course, whatever. We're going to continue to help you, but since your product is still processing, we're going to have to push it up. I'm going to have to push it up to upper management.
Oh, okay. No,
so they can help you out.
I thought you were going to say push it back.
I would, oh man, I'd be so pissed. And and they're like, thank you for bearing with us. And I was like, all, aside from everything, thank you for helping me.
Right.
And that was the last thing I said to them. So I'm sitting here just so pissed off. And right before we started the show, I just got the email saying that they had shipped. They will now be here tomorrow. But I am out $200 right now when I should have.
When you thought you were already, like you had thought you had already paid. So all the money you had right now, you thought was actually your, like, the final, like, the final sum. And now you just found out that's a fucking lie. You are negative 200 something dollars, and you actually have only this much money.
Yeah, essentially.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they would wait 20 days when you bought it in the first place.
Okay, they say that, and Amazon does this too, they don't charge you until the item is shipped. Which, okay, I understand in a situation where it doesn't ship until a day later, something like that. But when I have to wait the entire month, 22 days to receive my item, you better fucking charge me so I make sure that I get my goddamn item.
Expedited shipping.
Yeah. And if I don't, then just refund me.
And like when you did expedited shipping, how many days was that supposed to be in the first place?
It wasn't going to come until like June 3rd.
For
June 3rd or 4th. No. For normal shipping. It wasn't going to come until like June 3rd or 4th. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do expedited shipping. I'll put down the $19. So it can come at the end of the month. And then there's basically like a super expedited shipping that would put it like another 3 days before that. But I was like, that's like $40. I'm not going to do that.
No.
So I just put down the $19. I was like, fuck it, whatever. It'll come a little sooner than expected. It's going to be great. Then I go through this entire process and I'm so fucking frustrated. But they're coming tomorrow and it's going to be great. And I'm excited still. But yeah, that's my rant. Fucking Google. I don't know what's going on. Again, thank you for trying. I know shit's crazy with the coronavirus and stuff, and I'm sorry, but I still do have a right to be frustrated. And I wasn't being unreasonable either. So yeah, just
Daniel.
Rant over.
They get stolen.
Oh my God.
Like they send you a picture. Hey, it's at your door. You go, they're gone. Swoop.
Fuck this guy. But yeah, no, the thoughts cross my mind and I'm just gonna be out there like a fucking vulture.
Where you're just like, all right, this is the day I snapped. This is the day I went on a rampage. Awesome. I've been binging Rambo and all these other movies, so I know how to do this shit.
Google refunded me my $200. I went out, bought a bow, and now I'm just gonna fuck people up.
God.
But no, yeah, that's my long-winded story about how much I love earphones. That should not have been in there, but also why I'm getting these new earphones. I just want to test them out. This is definitely another want. And if I don't like them, I'm just going to give them to Alma because she's been running a lot more again. So if she likes them, then yeah, she has an iPhone, but it'll still work. It won't get everything, but it'll still work.
How are they rated in terms of like staying in?
Seemingly pretty fucking great. The only thing that people are not liking is what they're calling the Thorin, which is like a piece of rubber that's gonna help it stay wedged in your ear.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have a rounded rubber tip. It's just kind of like a almost straight kind of curved rubber tip that like plops in your ear.
Could you file it? Like just file it down a bit.
I don't know, man. But
I guess it depends on how much of a pain it is.
Yeah. But it's been kind of like 75-25 kind of thing.
Okay.
Or like, sorry, 75-25 kind of thing. Where like some people fucking hate it. They say that if you leave it in for like more than an hour or so, even up to 45 minutes, it starts hurting and it's just not worth it. Other people are like, I see those people and I'm not really vibing with it. Like they fit pretty well. I don't really mind it. And for the battery life, like once it starts getting a little uncomfortable, we got to recharge them, or I'm just not using them that often for them to get uncomfortable enough. So they're pretty solid. And I'm like, all right, fuck it.
All right, cool.
But yeah. Man.
Audio is
Fucking
fun.
Google.
Yeah.
Audio is fun. And again, they're supposed to come tomorrow. I can't wait. I don't know. If you want a review for Brianna, I'll set something up.
All right.
But trust the professionals. Go to Marcus.
Oh, wait. Real quickly, speaking of maybe. Do you have Dark Souls or does Joel have Dark Souls?
Joel has Dark Souls. I think. Because I don't have I definitely do not have Dark Souls.
Okay.
Like for sure.
Oh, Jesus. For sure. Like, you can't even play it.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was just a side thought. I was like, oh wait, I don't remember who took it. Yeah.
So
no.
I've been talking a lot, John.
And no, hey,
so
like I'm sure I've dominated a few episodes before, and
yeah.
Oh yeah, be my simp.
Jesus. But let's do something for you, John. I hear you've been playing a new game very recently.
Yeah, I have. Minecraft Dungeons. It is.
Yeah, just to get back to games. For like the 5th time in the episodes that have a 4 in front of it.
Right. Look, we don't have to. We can go with the other thing, but at the same time, your mini reviews turn into 40-minute rants. So chances are,
I could do a Mewtwo episode about that. But.
Yeah. So now, like thinking about it, you know what? Chances are, because like for those that don't know, we're talking about Justice League Dark, the Apocalypse War. That would probably I think is going to be a good full episode on that, because
that's definitely a good full episode.
Because Daniel just finished it the other day. I've been keeping up with it, and I think we both were thinking of talking about it for this episode. But like thinking back, you know, it's the end game to their universe. So to just talk about the movie, but not everything else, I think is kind of an injustice.
Yeah.
Because they do reference a lot of things in that movie, but we'll get into that maybe at another time. For now, video games. Video games. Minecraft.
People like when we talk about games.
Yeah. Minecraft. Which I never thought I would actually enjoy a Minecraft game. Because, God, I cannot play those games. I could play Minecraft for maybe about an hour, and then I get fucking annoyed. No, actually, I get annoyed once I make my little brick house. That's it. Once I'm done with my house, I don't give a shit. I'm like, I don't know what else I have to do, and I don't care. And Brianna's like, but like, there's so much more you can do. I'm like what, Bri? She's like, you can start a farm. And I'm like, I'm just gonna kill them. I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna get the meat. I don't know. I just can't. I do my thing. I'm like, I literally can just wait in this house, because like standing alone doesn't take up much of your health or your food. So once you get like a few animals and they reproduce, you're good. Just stand in your house 24/7. Don't waste your food. Don't let the animals die. And then when you do, make sure they have a new baby. And then you kill their parents. You take the food. And you're good. You eat it, you're good. There's nothing else, nothing more. Brianna's like, it's a survival game. Yeah, but if I'm in my house, I'm not going to die. Why leave? I don't need provisions. I already have them. So that's why I'm like, after like the first hour or two, once you have like the basic necessities, you really don't need to do anything else. It's on survival mode, but you survived. You're done. You're good. What's going to kill you? Build your shit 10 stories up. No creeper's going to blow that shit up. And even if it does,
Yeah,
guess
you never
what?
know.
Everything floats for some reason. So what you do is somehow get some animals to go up, you make a plateau in the air, right? Connected to like a staircase. You bring animals up that staircase. You start a house and like a little farm up there with the animals. And you destroy that fucking staircase, and then you're safe from everything and everyone, and you will never die. What more do you need? What more do you need? Bam, you beat Minecraft. Congratulations. So I can't play that game for long. Let's just say that.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. We've tried before and it doesn't last long. Whereas Joel and I can go solid 8 hours and accomplish about 20% of what we're trying to do and still feel satisfied.
I can't. But anyways, Minecraft Dungeons came out.
Minecraft Dungeons. Tell me about Minecraft Dungeons, John. I haven't been following it whatsoever.
So, Minecraft Dungeons is a dungeon. Fuck, what are they called?
Crawler?
Dungeon crawler. I was thinking Dungeon Explorer for some reason. So it's a dungeon crawler game. So you go into a dungeon and you crawl.
You crawl around.
I mean, granted, you don't always.
Like
it's
a
not
little
always.
baby.
It's not always
or a seal.
It's not always a dungeon, so to speak. It could just be like an area. But what it is you go in. You start at one section of the map. The entire map is more or less unknown to you. As you go through the map, you will uncover more areas and stuff like that. Like you'll fill out the map. You usually have objectives in the map. Usually it's just get to the end, but sometimes you do have like get an item or two. And the entire time, there's usually a plethora of mobs or enemies, so to speak. And every once in a while, you'll get like zone bosses and stuff like that. You'll kill them, or maybe you'll have a map boss. But the idea is it's a looter style game. You just go in, kill a lot of stuff, you open a lot of chests, you get loot. And that's it. You get your loot, you buff out your guy, weapons, armor, and you have your abilities. You just go in, and those style of games are just so fun. I forgot how much I enjoyed playing them when I started, and I'm like, oh, this is why I don't play these games, because I get lost and then I forget the time. But yeah, no, it's really fun. In terms of Minecraft, really all you're doing is it's a dungeon crawler in the universe of Minecraft. So the characters look the same, the world looks the same. The enemies are like the same enemies. For the most part, a lot of the continuity makes sense. There are some things where it's just like, that doesn't work. Because I fought a bitch ass Enderman who was wrecking my shit, but I still won. That's the important part. But I tried hiding from him in a little waterfall, and he just came in and was like, bitch. And I'm just like, that's not what you're supposed to do. This is water. You don't like water. You can't be in here. So, for the most part, it maintains the world or the universe. It doesn't really break a lot of laws, so to speak. And it is just fun. Because it's not a super in-depth, highly meticulous dungeon crawler, in the sense that you need to be aware of a lot of things and you need to be accounting a lot of things, and you really aren't going to be facing a lot of different classed enemies that do very specific things, and there's only specific ways to kill it. So it makes it a little bit more of a chill, kind of relaxing. You kind of just run up, you spam right trigger a lot or mouse click a lot, and eventually the guys will die. But there's something really satisfying when you turn a corner and you legitimately see 20 to 30 enemies, and they are all ganging up on you like you're fucking honey. Like you're drenched in honey, and they're a bear, and they're just like, damn, I want some of that. They all they all hone in on you, and there's something beautiful about you just standing there going like, bring it on, bitch. And then like as soon as they get close, you fucking whack one, you cast an ability, a lot of explosions go up, flashy happens, and then they're all dead, and you're there going like, I am the bee's knees. Truly
the bee's knees. It's where the most honey is.
And
truly,
it is just so fun, like doing that. And like especially like I play with Andrew and Brianna, so there's usually 3 of us, maybe more if we have our other friend hop on. But and it's just really fun doing that. And then like obviously the loop mechanics are always just fun. You're just kind of like, I got this one thing. And like you look at the rolls and you're like, okay, I have this one item that is already the fastest hitting game or fastest in game, but now it has a passive ability that makes it faster, and I can activate 2 more abilities that make it even faster. And it's just like, and then like
pretty fast.
Yeah, and then like you have like one last ability, and you're like, what do I use? And it's like, oh, it has a 20% chance of restoring health when you hit an enemy. And I'm like, okay, let's look at the math. I hit like at a 50 hit RPM kind of thing, you know? Like within 1 second, I've hit this guy 5 times. So statistically, I have a pretty good chance of activating that healing effect. So if I just stand up to a boss and just hold down right trigger, I'm going to be like fucking like hitting him so fast, just constantly replenishing myself, that he's not going to hurt me. So when you get those god rolls, you just feel like the top shit. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's...
I feel like you like that, John.
I do.
I feel like you like that a lot.
I do.
And that's what kind of keeps you in RPG type situations where you're just like, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Where you're just like, I heal faster than you can do damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm awesome, but also you're not worth it. So I'm getting kind of bored.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that can be a huge double-edged sword, but I feel like it keeps you intrigued, John.
It does. I mean, also as to be fair, that's actually like a very fine line between I do more damage than you could possibly do. But when I say fine line is how long that fight will last. Because half the time, if I'm already in a situation where that happens, I can usually 1 or 2 shot most things. So half the time, I don't really mind because I just walk by, slice, and walk by. They're dead. It's really more of those. You remember that All Might versus Nomu fight thing? Or just literally any Dragon Ball Z fight where they're just punching for a long time? It's that. Very rarely do you get that where they're just punching and seemingly nothing is happening. You see a few really solid hits, but in the end, nothing happened. So,
jeez.
Very rarely does that happen. It's usually only to like those higher tier monsters. They're not quite boss level, but they're not super sweet run of the mill kind of thing. And even then, fuck creepers. Because even though they're weak, they blow up and they hurt a lot. They hurt a lot. But yeah, I can go on. We beat the story. It's not a long story. But I'm not really. The story is bare bones at most. Like I'm not. You don't care. Like honestly, you're playing this game. You don't care that some little dude took a stone, became really powerful, and it's just getting back at like everyone that teased them. You don't care. You're going in, you're doing the dungeon, you finish the dungeon, and it's like you have completed the so and so and acquired the gem, and you're there like, when the fuck did that happen? Like I don't remember getting the gem. And it's like, yes, you wouldn't have known. It was hidden behind the other 150 items that you found inside this cave, and literally just clicked right trigger on to grab. It's not like really 150, but like you do get quite a bit of items and gold and shit like that. So it's just like it could have easily been hidden in there. You wouldn't have fucking.
I love when I do that in RPG type games, and it's like to complete this mission, you have to have this item, and it's like fuck a fucking fetch quest. Are you serious? and then it's like it's like updated mission, updated objective. Find this item. Objective completed.
Yeah, like, I have it.
Now go talk to this person. Give them the item. It's like, oh well, fuck. Okay, I guess I got it at some point.
Yeah.
Very non-ceremonious, but it's still kind of cool just to realize that you don't have to fucking run around the map again.
They have a really, I don't know if you've done it. So have you been playing Odyssey?
No.
No.
Okay. No. I'm playing Control right now.
Okay. So every once in a while in Odyssey, you can do something where, yeah, they'll essentially, it's like a fetch quest. So it's just like, hey, go kill this one guy, please. Cool. You kill the one guy, or a bear, or a wolf, or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you don't talk to the person first, and instead you just ran across a bear or a wolf or some shit, and you killed them. And then you'll see a thing going, objective complete. And you're like, the fuck? And it's like, go talk to this one person. You go talk to that one person, and you turn in that quest, and all things are good. But the funny thing about it is sometimes you will get a notification, or when you read the description of that quest, it was like, perhaps the universe aligned, or perhaps Cassandra was just feeling extra violent that day, and she happened to kill a bear and completed a quest. Now go turn it in and talk to this one guy. I just like that, where it's just like, maybe it was the universe and it worked out. Or maybe, you were just really violent and just wanted to kill every single thing around you. Either way, you completed this quest, go talk to this person. And I'm just like, that's a solid way of doing that. I really enjoy that. But yeah, no, I did that also like in Elder Scrolls. I'll complete a quest, I don't know, and then like I just talk and it's like, yeah, go talk to all these guys and get these items. And then all of a sudden, bam, 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 you have all the items. And you're just like, do I? I don't know. This bag is like Hermione's fucking bag from Harry Potter. There's so much shit in there, and I don't even fucking know what I have anymore. But yeah. Anyways, that's my little summary. It's a really fun game. It's really chill if you like those dungeon crawler kind of things. It's nice. One of the nice things is it has 3 tiers of it has technically 18 tiers of difficulty.
Jesus Christ.
So there's basic, adventure, and then hardcore. I don't know the actual names. I'm just saying like random things. Yeah. And each one has a level. So say you're doing adventure, right? You're in the middle, and you are about to start a quest. You can do it adventure 1, adventure 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6. Each one has 6. So basic 1 through 6, adventure 1 through 6, and final 1 through 6. And each one is like, adventure 1, level 20 to level 22. Adventure 2, 22, 24. Adventure 3, so on and so forth, right? And it helps you kind of dial in where you go, like what you're doing and like how well you're going to complete this. Because it says, it'll be like, oh, recommended power level 20. Your power level 18. Your team power level 22. So then you're like, as a team, we're fine. Individually, I might run into a few tougher people, but it is what it is. And even then, even power level, much like in other things, power level is only half of the equation. Because yeah, I might be power level 18 or whatever the fuck, but I have this thing that resets this one special that I can do like every 1 to 2 seconds, and I have this other thing that heals me every second. So like, yeah, they're powerful, but like, so am I. Or at the very least,
we're like, are they?
Or at the very least, I'm like, what's that term? What's the? I can't think of it. It's like a gaming term when you're just like OP as fuck. I don't know.
You're OP as fuck. You got tier. I don't
well, yeah, know. But yeah, you essentially have like a god roll
just
on
murking bitches.
you essentially have like a god roll on all of your armor, and even though your armor's technically weak, because you have like these really good passives and other stuff on your armor, it's just like, dude, you would never want to drop that armor. Yeah, even if it's weak, it's like you're never gonna get a roll that good. So you're just like, I don't know. I think it's just like, was it you're broken? Like you broke it, you broke the game. Like,
yeah.
like you really shouldn't be able to do something that like it's not even designed, so to speak, to do that. But like you do it because you got amazing RNG. But anyways, yeah, going back to it. Fuck, I forgot where I was. But yeah,
game you just covered the story as much as
as
far as I remember.
Game has like a lot of tiers of difficulty, and in the basic adventure, whatever those tiers, they all affect the map. So you do. So first of all, the map, from what I can tell, it's procedurally generated. Difference between procedurally generated and randomly generated. Randomly generated, it doesn't know what the fuck it's putting anywhere. It's just like, hey, here's a door here, but it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, but there's a door there. Maybe you can get to it, but I can't. There's literally no way. Oh well.
Free door?
Free door. Here's a chest. That's literally on a mountain that no one can climb. But there's a chest there. That's more random, you know, or maybe there's a random cut in a hall for no reason. Procedurally generated is a little bit more, hey, here are a set designated areas. This area, and this area all are very specific, and you need these in this area, in this map. How you get to them, however, that's up to the map. Like, yeah, you can go this area first, and then this area. But maybe some other people get this area, then this area, then this other area. You know, it changes for different people. Maybe some people get a very direct route, so all of theirs are like neatly stacked. So they come in and they literally just walk up, and they go from area to area. But maybe for me, the way mine was is I come in, I go up, I go right, and then I go up again. You know, the main areas are pretty much the same, but how I get to them, the corridors, how many enemies spawn, the types of enemies that spawn, that's all different. So that's nice. And then like, depending on the difficulty, the bigger the map, and the more convoluted the map is what we've noticed. So we were running through the map pretty fine, and like you get like maybe 7 to 9 chests in that map. Now we're in the second tier of difficulty, and now this map is fucking huge, and we're getting like 20 chests per map. And it's interesting because like we're redoing it, and we're playing these levels, and we're like, I don't remember this boss, or I don't remember this area, or this whole secret area. Do you guys? No. Cool. That's cool. But
cool.
Yeah, that's my long-winded little review of Minecraft Dungeons. An actually fun game that is a nice border between, it'll give you a challenge if you want it, but if you also just want to run in, not really care, throw on whatever fucking items you want and just kill shit, yeah, you're fine. And it has
on a template.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's like also it's really accessible for your friends. I would say playing it with friends is really fun. Everyone gets their own loot. Drop in and drop out is really easy, and you have like this little hub after every single thing where you just go in and buy a bunch of shit.
How many people is typically in a party, I guess you would say?
I think 4, but I think you can go more. I think I've seen someone that joined that had 4, and I think I saw add, like a little add symbol right next to them. I don't know exactly how many. I haven't looked it up. But
I wonder how much that lands on the host's ability to have everything connected well. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
On a I know it's kind of stupid, but on a 10-point scale, where would you put it? In your professional opinion,
my professional opinion.
doctor.
I would give it like, for what it is, a solid 8 out of 10. Honestly, like it's
Pretty
not.
solid score.
Like again, I'm ignoring a few things. I'm not expecting this thing to have the most crazy in-depth story. I'm not. It's not. It doesn't. Like that's fine, but I'm not really playing it for that. I am playing it for a fun dungeon crawling game that doesn't require a lot from me. Doesn't require a lot for someone else. You don't have to know the lore. You don't have to know a lot of it. You can just literally go in and just fight shit. If you know it, you are slightly better off, but only for like 10 minutes. Like I fight a creeper, or I open up the game, I go in, I see a creeper, I know that shit's gonna blow up. Andrew didn't. Or he did, but like Adrian didn't. I don't know. Someone doesn't. Someone that never played Minecraft. They don't know that. You know? I see a skeleton, I know he's gonna shoot arrows at me, you know? Because he's an archer. Zombies are melee. I know what illagers do. I know an enchanter is an asshole because they boost all of the people around them. I know that summoners are annoying, or these other wizards are annoying. They'll just throw that fucking potion at you and it just hurts you the entire time.
Oh yeah, I got demolished one time in the middle of a dungeon that I spent 15 minutes carving into, and I lost myself, and I got hit by like a poison or something, and it just took me down, and I had so much diamond on me. But it's a whole other story. I got it back and I killed his ass.
I am going to run to the restroom. You do what you need to, or if you need pause or whatever. But I was going to say, one little trick that I've been doing that I saw someone do and actually has helped me. When you are going down, put all of your lights on one side.
On one side?
Think about it.
Okay.
If you're running down and you're putting them all on the right, as long as you see the light on your right, you know you are going down. You're going forward. And if you're on the left, you know that you're going backwards. Think about it.
Okay.
It sometimes it does get a little hard when there's a split, but for the most part, it should work. I will be right back. Yeah, that's pretty much it from Minecraft Dungeons. I think I have like one more thing I was gonna say. Right, to finish up like a summarized review of the game. I think 7, 8, and 8, somewhere around there. I want to say 8. I really do want to say 8. 8 out of 10 for the game. Like I said, it's not super complicated. It's not a advanced game. It's like, if you want way more from these kind of games, play Diablo. Honestly, that's what those games are. That's more Diablo territory. You're getting into a lot of deep lore, a lot of advanced features and systems and stuff like that. This, I think, is like a perfect entry-level game that you can play with your kids or have your kids play with themselves. Like if you want your son or your daughter or your nephew, niece, whatever, to like, if you just want to share the love of like dungeon crawler games, have them play this game. They'll learn a lot. Like they'll learn like a lot of like simple feature. Like they may not know like the strategies and stuff like that. Like, but they'll learn like how to like crowd control, AOE attacks, like how to do that, how to like, what's like the difference between like a person that's like the tank and like a healer and stuff like that. They'll understand like the basics of like kiting and stuff like that. So, which is like what you probably know more as from Black Ops, trains, running trains for zombies. I don't know if you played a lot of them.
Running trains.
Can
you clarify?
You'd have a lot of zombies chase you.
Oh yeah, you just mow them down.
You just mow them down, like rather than kill individually. Yeah, and it's just like that, where you can just like have a lot of them chase you, where you're at a safe, and then you can just turn back one shot and then like kill a bunch of them or some shit like that.
Yeah. Did that a lot in Dead Space too.
Yeah, there you go. And that's what I think, like what it comes down to is, if you want a fun game like that isn't too intricate, that you just want to get your kids into, like maybe you just want to get them into that genre, I think Minecraft Dungeons is a perfectly fine one. And for people that just want to play a game like that but not have to focus so much on like everything like Diablo, I think this is also like a good shut off, but you're still in the same genre and you can still do the same stuff. Yeah, for that I think it's a solid 8 out of 10 for what it is, and I think it's a nice entry level thing that's family friendly. You can play with your friends and family. You can teach your kids that don't know this style game and probably think Fortnite and shooter games are the only fucking games out there.
God.
But
so basically, it could be like a new Baby's First Dungeon Crawler.
For sure,
kind of thing.
I think so, and like it's not, and like I mean this is Mojang and Xbox we're talking about. So the funding for this game is top tier. Like you play this game, it's a beautiful game. The worlds look really nice. The art looks beautiful. The music is good. The sound effects are enjoyable. Like I forget what it is, but you know, like one of those things where you're playing a game or whatever, and like it just has like really satisfying, you know, like when you get money. Like when you get money in this game, you know, I forget what game I'm thinking of. But there's a game where you get the money and all of it comes into the character, and you just hear the coin. Ting, 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 ting.
It's like absorbing. It's like
yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
you know how
fun.
like that's so enjoyable, like stuff like that. Like it has like a lot of things that sound like that. It's like I like this. I like this a lot. I like how this is sounding, and I kind of want to continue this just for the fact of how it sounds. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful game. I think it's a definitely baby's first, but at the same time is crafted well enough that it isn't like, oh, this is just like some cheap entry level kind of thing. No, it's definitely a well funded, well thought out beginning style game that has a nice little area for people that just want to intermediate but not too advanced. That's what I think. Granted, I'm not a huge dungeon crawler, but I do like those style games. I really do need to play Diablo. I've always wanted to. I just
seems like a fun game, and I think I could be mistaken. I think Diablo 4 is coming out, right?
yeah, they're just like big games from what I know. They're really big. There's 3 of them. I
Yeah.
have to play all 3. Ugh. I'm not. I'm probably going to play 3 if I do. If anything, I'll just play 4. I don't even know.
Yeah. What do you think? Should we do the last one?
That depends. How long do you think it would take?
Mm,
Because I think we are. Let's see. We're an hour 25 right now.
yeah. But 5 minutes of that was the break that you took to go to the bathroom. And then about 2 or 3 minutes of that on my side was getting into the show.
Right.
So we're more like at 118 right now.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you. I think if we can do it in about 20-ish minutes, I think that would be. I think we have a solid.
Yeah, sure. We can both do it. So fuck. We had a segue for this.
We had a segue, but then we started talking about this. Basically, I think what it was is we were talking about the style genres of games, right?
Yeah.
And it was gonna. So the topic is what genres do we gravitate more towards? And we were gonna go into that using the whole, what I just said. Like this is a good way to get into the style genre. If you think that, like I said, if we're a kid, some of them, they don't really know, or maybe they don't know how to differentiate, and that's fine because a lot of games are really kind of blending, where you have like a God of War, which is like a cinematic story narrative driven game, but also has RPG elements, and it's third person. There's also, then you have like obviously shooter games. But you have like Call of Duty, which is a tactical first-person shooter game, but You have Fortnite, which is a third-person Royale game. That's the other thing. Royales are a different genre. And then you have like Minecraft Dungeons, which is a dungeon crawler game. So yeah,
it's weird because many of these games exist within genres, but somehow simultaneously exist within subgenres or even other genres, and it gets very confusing. But like you're gonna know the big things like platformers, walking simulators, first person shooters, third person shooters, or just like shooters in general. Puzzle games, side scrollers, beat 'em ups, hack and slash kind of things. Like those are kind of the bigger genres, but like subgenres are, like first person shooter battle royale, or like third person shooter battle royale, or like
first person tactical,
first person tactical and shit like that. And even some walking simulators are gonna be like a little weird sometimes. There'll be puzzle games and shit. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's definitely things that are more akin to free roam platformers kind of thing. Like looking at things like Assassin's Creed and
before
Legend of Zelda. Things like Assassin's Creed and Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Batman. But Batman's the Batman Arkham series is a more contained story, but sort of, it's just gonna have a smaller map than the previously mentioned ones. But I really like seeing my whole ass character run around, and my my camera is at their back.
Getting a view of their whole ass.
Yeah, the whole ass character. But when it comes to stuff like that, I don't know. It gives me a grander sense of the world. It gives me a grander sense of my character. Things like first person shooters like Halo and stuff, where they like obviously these things make you connect with your character in different ways. But I don't know. There's something about seeing a Spartan, seeing a Spartan be a Spartan. That's just powerful. And I understand. It's like the people that drive on like the driver's seat or like the hood cam kind of view of a racing game. Like I don't know how people can drive like that, but they like it.
Wait.
I'd rather see the whole car.
Okay, I agree with the driver one. Hood cam makes sense though.
I don't get hood cam.
Okay,
I do
not hood cam, the one in front of hood cam where you don't even
bumper cam.
Bumper cam. It makes so much sense. It's like
I cannot. It's like you're. I was gonna say it's like Cars, the movie, but it's not even like Cars because their eyes are the windshield. I don't know. It's like you're a bug that. It's like you're a bug that really, really, really wants to race, but he can't. It's kind of like Turbo, But you just sit in the grill of the fucking car, and you're just like,
maybe maybe it's because I like first person shooters, so I like the first person perspective when I'm driving a car. But even then, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird though because like the driver cam would be the first person perspective of the car technically. So you're like first car cam, first car perspective.
But I don't need to know I don't need to know what the driver's doing. I need to know what the car is doing. Okay. I don't care.
Anyhow, people have their tastes when it comes to like views, but for me,
they're wrong. But yeah,
for me, I connect with my character a lot more when I can see their whole body, doing stuff. That being said, I hate third person anything. Like if I can switch to from third person to like full full view of my person, that'd be great. But when it's I'm on left side of the screen and I'm always on left side of the screen, like Gears of War.
Over the shoulder? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate the over the shoulder. It's so fucking complicated for me. I don't know why. I just don't understand
So you don't like
that
over the
style of gameplay.
shoulder. You like more
No, I
Assassin's
like
Creed, centered, far back. You see the whole character. You can kind of move the camera around.
yes, my character is a centerpiece and I can move my camera around like well enough so I can get a sense of the space around me while still having my character be in the same place. When it comes to things like Gears of War, and the many problems that I have with it is the over the shoulder, and that just kind of adds into the very heavy gameplay mechanics for the character itself, and that's a whole other thing on Gears of War. But I like having full view of my character's body, watching them kick ass, watching them be cool, and being able to turn and look around while I'm doing stuff, because a lot of the times you're just gonna be mashing a button, right?
Right, yeah.
It's gonna be matching X or like charging a hit, and then I can kind of switch targets, like freely, and I have like a wider scope of what I'm doing. I just like it, and it also comes into play when I'm exploring the world, because I don't know, I like being Batman gliding over the city, and every so often I'll just turn the camera just to see him gliding, and just like see things behind me. I'm not one for photo mode,
No.
but if I were, it would definitely play in well with this. I don't know. Those are the types of games that I like. So things like Assassin's Creed, the Arkham series, and like Breath of the Wild.
What about Red Dead?
Red Dead, I've never actually given Red Dead a chance. I've played for you guys for a couple of minutes just to get from one point to another. They are beautiful games.
You are missing out.
But I don't know. It feels like too big of an investment for me right now. It's like Skyrim. That's why I never play Skyrim.
Skyrim. That was a game.
That was a game.
That was a game. That was indeed a game. That one, yeah, you could get lost in that one. I put in way more hours than I probably ever should have.
For the 15 ports that it has.
Look, that's why I never got it for like Xbox One X or PC after, because I beat in the entire game on 360. I pretty much put in the equivalent amount of hours, 360 hours into that fucking game. So then it was like, hey, it's on Xbox One X for Xbox One X Enhanced Edition, and I'm just like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to buy it. I do not want to redo it. Can I port in my cloud data? No? Cool. I don't give a shit. Can I move my data from my Xbox to PC? Can I? No, it's too complicated. I don't give a shit. It's just I don't want to redo it. I can't redo it.
I feel like Skyrim's gonna last until like our children are our age. And it's gonna be the same fucking port. Maybe with some mods.
Well, hopefully by then we get Daggerfall or whatever the fuck the next Elder Scrolls is, or I don't fucking know.
I have no fucking idea. Anyway, what kind of games do you gravitate to, John? I see you enjoy dungeon crawlers, but I've known you long enough to know that that's not your bread and butter.
No, it definitely is not.
What's your bread and butter, John? What butter's your biscuit?
RPGs and first-person shooters. For sure. I love RPG games. Like, I mean, I put in so much time into Skyrim. Love Mass Effect games, Dragon Age games. What do you call it? Red Dead. Well, Red Dead's not really an RPG, but you get the idea. Like a lot of RPG games. It's why I liked probably like Origins and Odyssey a little bit more than some of the originals, because it's a little bit more open world RPG. So open world RPG is definitely where I like. Though it doesn't have to be necessarily open world, like super big open world RPG games. I like other ones. I'm blanking on the games right now, so it probably doesn't make it seem any better when I say, oh, I like RPG games. Cool, what kind? The ones that are RPG games.
I mean, regarding RPGs and first-person shooters, Destiny is a good one, right?
Yes, Destiny is like a good mix.
it's not a full RPG. It has a lot of RPG elements.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of games nowadays have RPG elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I like I like that, and I like first-person shooters. I think what I love about RPGs is ideally just creating character classes and builds, because that's what I did with Dragon Age. Dragon Age and Skyrim both got to the point in the games where I had weapons that I had crafted with special abilities that could do special things along with my armor, and I've put all my points into specific skill trees and stuff like that, to the point where, I mean, in Dragon Age, the strongest enemy was supposed to be the dragons. I literally could click auto hit and walk and go make food, and I would come back and I would be fine and the dragon would be dead. Like, that's how OP my character would be. I wouldn't actually, I would be fine because I made him strong enough, and I made him, like, kind of like how you said, I can do more damage and heal faster than you can kill me, kind of thing. So
it's just not worth your time at that point.
Yeah, like that's definitely one of the issues I ran into. I stopped playing Dragon Age two missions before being in the game, because I was like, I did it, I won, I beat it. I mean, I really didn't, but like, I'm the strongest. I am the Pokemon champion. What else should I do? I guess that's the other thing. One of the other things that really got me into RPG kind of style games was Pokemon.
Yeah,
it has RPG elements. Yeah,
Joe, that's the one that taught me the term "baby first RPG," because Joelle, I feel like that was the one Joelle's like always, yeah, Pokemon's baby's first RPG. You know, and I just kind of hear it a lot too, because it's really true, and it kind of still is, and it's just making things more complicated as it goes along. But you know, that's RPG life.
Yeah. Hey. But what else was? Yeah, no. I don't know. I just really gravitate to those style games, whether it has like a lot of RPG elements or is just a more generalized version of what an RPG is. So that's why I really love like the Elder Scroll games. The Fallout games are fine. I'm just not a big fan of Fallout personally. The Dragon Age games, the Mass Effect games, Final Fantasy games. Though I've never really gotten too far into JRPGs. I can do them, but there's just something about them that some of them I can do, some of them I can't. But I think there's just something about seeing really flashy attacks that do nothing.
I only got so far. I don't even know if it's constituted as a JRPG. It has the elements, but I only got so far into my Sword Art online game.
I think it has some.
I think about it. I think about going back to it, and Fatal Bullet is on Game Pass, I think. And I think about it, and then I remember playing, you know, the one I had before. I'm like, you know what? Nah, nah. I just don't like this kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know, which is kind of weird, but you know, and I guess it's more of an MMORPG, but still, I don't know. It's a whole ass thing.
Yeah, but
God, remember Fusion Fall?
I saw your fucking thing. Yeah. I don't think I ever played that. Actually, Brianna was telling me.
Oh man, you missed the fuck out.
Brianna was talking to me about it, and I was like, I don't think I've ever played that game or know that game.
You didn't really grow up with cable or satellite, did you?
Nope.
So you didn't really watch Cartoon Network a lot?
Nope.
Okay, so I guess you didn't miss out on much.
That's why, like, that's why I really didn't contribute to your message that you sent the other day. It's because, like, I was telling Brianna, when it comes to cartoons and stuff like that, I really didn't watch a lot of them consistently. Like, I saw Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I saw whatever was on TV. It was very much it was less I am going to watch Avatar every single day whenever it's on channel whatever the fuck at whatever fucking time, and more of what's on whatever channel at whatever fucking time. Oh, Avatar's on, I will watch that. That was
oh hey, this isn't the Rifleman.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, no, like, jeez, how many people are just gonna be like, the fuck's the Rifleman?
Fuck's the Rifleman? Watch it. It's an old show. It's
an old
it's
show.
A very old show.
You'll know because you see black and white. Anyways,
yeah.
Like it was less like I'm there to see Sonic X and what was it? Teenage Drama.
Yeah, TMNT.
But like the future one.
Flash Forward.
Yeah. Like I didn't know that. Like I don't know if it connected to the other one. I don't know if there was a transition. There probably was. I don't fucking know. The point is, I would just watch whatever the fuck was playing on Saturday.
Oh
and
fuck!
Sunday.
I forgot about Chaotic.
Chaotic, I did like, but like those games, I never saw the seasons like every season consistently through. Or at the very least, I would see a lot of it, and then for some reason they would replay like the same episode 3 times. Like, hey, you remember the very first episode? Guess what we're gonna play 3 times. Well into the first season on episode 8. I know you're waiting for episode 9, but guess what we're gonna show you? Season 1, episode 1, 3 times, bitch.
That's before we understood season recordings and
so
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really contribute to that. I was just like, I didn't grow up on like shows in particular. I just grew up watching whatever the fuck was on. But
anyway, yeah, just to close out the last topic there because we went off track. So you're more RPG.
And yes, I'm
first person shooter.
Yeah, I've always been a first person shooter. I love the Halo series. I love Call of Duty shooting. I like the parts of the game make me mad, but I just really like shooting. I really like shooting. I like the in the present or in the zone awareness, kind of figuring out shooting, getting aim, like figuring out how to aim correctly and all that. Getting really fucking good at sniping, like all that. I really enjoy. And the RPG, I love exploring the worlds. I love stat building. That's one of my favorite things, honestly. So that's why I would spend hours just looking at my character sheet, figuring out what can do what. But yeah. But RPGs and first persons, those are probably my all-time favorite versions. Is there gonna be a cat?
There was, but my laptop is elevated, so she's not gonna step on the keyboard.
Damn it.
Yeah, fuck her.
I didn't get your joke, by the way.
What do you mean?
I didn't get it. I reread that tweet so many times until I finally got it.
Oh.
I didn't. All of the sudden. But it wasn't even like I was trying to read it. I never dismissed the notification. So I read it. I read over it like multiple times throughout the day. And I'm like, what? Is he just being like funny about it? I don't know. And then one day, like towards that night, I just look at it and I read all of a sudden and I'm like, I get it. And Brianna's like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Shit. But yeah. Anyways.
Oh my God. You're something, John. You are something. Man, but
I can go on, but whatever.
Oh jeez. See if I can fucking find this. Sorry, I have to. There we are. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Kids, don't be afraid to ask for help sometimes, because every so often you need help. And you know what helps when you need help? Writing shit down.
Oh, you're looking for your closing? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would
just do it off the top of my head. Would I nail it? Probably not.
So you know damn well that the point of writing this down is so we can eventually nail it, so we have an actual outline of what to say.
I know what the outline is. I just forget the order sometimes.
And it helps when you write it down. Anyway, this has been another episode of the TopCup podcast. Thank you for joining us. If you like what you saw, give us a like and a subscribe here on Twitter.
Yeah, you write it down, right? You wrote it down, right?
I was closing another tab in the Twitter fucking icon. Sorry. Like what you saw, give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. If you're listening to us, then, thank you. If you'd rather hear our faces instead, check out our podcast on Google, Apple, and Spotify. And please be sure to share. And honestly, just if you want, you can just listen to it, put it on in the background, just not give a fuck, just like an audiobook, or at least like me in audiobooks. Just put it on so we can get the listens, and it's worth the $24 a month. If not, then just comment, subscribe. Tell us what kind of video games you gravitate to. How about that? Let's do that. And
comment down
below.
And be like the last guy the other day, and be special and gain a subscriber. We're not a dead channel.
Yeah, we're not a dead channel. People still like, because I do semi-proper advertising. Anyhow, if you want to follow us on social media individually, I will be at Your Buddy Danny on Twitter and Instagram. John will be at Clinging Mite on Twitter, and John Oyavides on Instagram. But also links for that will be down below. If you want to follow us as a channel for some reason, please. You'll find us at TopCup Vids as well on Twitter and Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. So thank you for joining us once again, and until next time, John.
Hello.
Love you, buddy.
I know. What? You want something more? You're not gonna get
it. You folks out there, love you guys. Until next time.